Hey everyone, welcome to my channel where I cover the coolest new EVs on the market. Today I want to talk about the highly anticipated Fisker Ocean SUV and give you all the latest updates. The Fisker Ocean was first revealed back in 2020 and promised some really innovative features like a solar roof and California mode to open all the windows and panels. Since then, there's been lots of buzz around this EV startup and its charismatic founder, Henrik Fisker. So where do things stand now? Production of the Ocean is ramping up as we speak in Austria, and the first customer deliveries began last November. Fisker is aiming to produce around 42,000 Oceans this year, so what are people saying about it? Well, the early reviews are very positive. Test drivers praise the Ocean's sporty driving dynamics, luxurious interior and ultra-responsive infotainment system. It offers between 250 to 350 miles of range. Pricing starts at around $37,000 before tax credits. Some really cool config options are the Extreme Pack with 37-inch off-road tires and enhanced ground clearance for overlanding adventures, and the Ocean One celebrates the use of recycled materials with a unique blue finish and special badging. So if you're waiting on your Ocean or just want one in your driveway, deliveries are on track for 2023. Fisker is ramping up a second shift at their contract manufacturer Magna Steyr to hit their production targets. It's an exciting time for this eco-minded startup, and if the Ocean isn't quite your style, stay tuned for the Fisker Pair coming in late 2024. This affordable hatchback will start at just $29,000. Fisker is thinking big and driving boldly into the sustainable future. Now that production is underway, Fisker has announced some new details about trim levels and option packages. The base Sport model comes well equipped with a glass roof, 20 wheels, and a 17.1 rotatable center screen. Stepping up to the Ultra trim adds a solar roof, California mode, 5G connectivity, and more luxury touches. The range-topping Extreme has all that plus off-road upgrades. Popular option packages include the Ocean One Launch Edition, the Ocean Extreme with off-road gear, and the Ocean Drive with sport tailoring like 22 wheels. You can even add surfboard racks to live the California lifestyle. Some recent announcements indicate an expansion of Fisker's retail strategy. They are adding storefronts in shopping centers in LA, San Diego, and San Francisco to expand test drives and allow customers to experience the vehicles. Fisker has also secured licensing agreements to leverage the Magna Steyr factory in Europe and Foxconn's contract manufacturing expertise in Asia. This will give them the global scale needed for projected volume of 250,000 units in 2025. With talented designers like Henrik Fisker and Dr. Geeta Gupta leading the company, expectations are high for this eco-luxury brand. The Ocean is just the beginning, with 4 additional models slated by 2025. Exciting times ahead. For those interested in sustainability, Fisker just announced some new details about the materials used in the Ocean SUV. For example, the interior features carpets made from recycled nylon fishing nets retrieved from the ocean. The insulation is a flax-based fabric that's renewable and biodegradable. Even the speakers use rubber that comes from recycled tires. By using these recycled and upcycled materials, they estimate each vehicle repurposes around 11 plastic bottles, 32 plastic water bottles for the insulation, and 4 used tires in the speaker covers. Really cool. In terms of charging, Fisker has partnered with Electrify America to provide complimentary charging minutes to Ocean owners. This gives access to ultra-fast, charging up to 350 kilowatts, which can add over 200 miles of range in just 30 minutes. One minor downside is that unlike Tesla's proprietary network, Electrify America's stations can be fully occupied during peak times. But it's still a very useful perk for customers. Looking at their long-term plans, Fisker is developing new solid-state battery technology with a theoretical energy density 2.5 times higher than today's lithium-ion batteries. This could enable ranges over 500 miles on future vehicles. Solid-state batteries also will be safer with reduced risk of fires or explosions. The development timeline aims for initial deployment in 2026 for the Ronin sports car, with other models to follow. Exciting advancements happening here. One really unique initiative they recently announced is a partnership with Pope Francis and the Catholic Church to create the world's first all-electric Pope-mobile. This custom Fisker Ocean SUV will be converted to have more space for the Pope to greet crowds and enhanced durability. The glass areas will be bulletproof but not fully enclosed to maintain visibility. The Pope's goal is to accelerate sustainability efforts worldwide, so switching the famous Pope-mobile from gasoline to electric is symbolic of that mission. Fisker hopes to deliver the finished vehicle later this year. In other news, reservations for the Fisker Ocean continue to climb, now exceeding 62,000 paid pre-orders. This demand led to the recent addition of a second production shift at the Magna Steyr factory in Austria. Once they fulfill the initial European orders, Fisker will bring production stateside. The company recently purchased a vehicle assembly plant in Ohio, which will eventually manufacture the Ocean SUV and other future vehicles for the North American market. Looking even further ahead, Fisker aims to launch a sub-$30,000 compact EV in late 2024 called the Pear. This smaller urban runabout will be their volume model, targeting annual production over 250,000 units. It's an exciting time for the auto industry, with EVs taking center stage. As a startup, Fisker still has lots to prove, but the innovation and passion clearly shines through. I can't wait to see the Fisker Ocean on roads and where they go next. On the business side, Fisker recently raised an additional $350 million in funding to support their growth. This brings their total raised to date to over $1.6 billion. The new funding came from existing large investors like BlackRock and will finance expansion of the Ocean SUV line, as well as development of future vehicles like the Pear. Fisker's long-term goal is to produce up to 300,000 vehicles annually by late 2024 across their lineup of 5 planned models. That's some rapid growth. In terms of reviews, the first drive impressions from automotive journalists have been really positive so far. They praise the Ocean's sporty driving dynamics, responsiveness, and well-trimmed interior. The large touchscreen and user interface also receive high marks for design. Reviewers say it feels like a nimble crossover, not a lumbering electric SUV. Fisker's focus on driving enjoyment and performance sets it apart from other eco-minded brands. I think the biggest reservations from reviewers relate to the unknown reliability and service network for such a new company. But Fisker is making moves to establish their infrastructure. They plan to have service vans available for house calls, as well as service centers at retailer lots during the initial rollout. The partnership with Electrify America also helps provide charging assurance. Overall, experts are keeping a close watch on Fisker's startup journey. The Ocean promises to be a true competitor in the luxury EV segment, dominated by the Model Y. I can't wait to see their progress. On the technology front, Fisker recently showcased some of the advanced driver assistance features that will be offered in the Ocean SUV. For example, Fisker's version of Autopilot will enable hands-free driving on highways as well as automatic lane changes when the driver engages the turn signal. The Ocean will also have a self-parking feature that can find parking spots and autonomously park without the driver needing to touch the steering wheel or pedals. Other ADS safety features include collision warning, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alerts. Fisker emphasized they are not aiming yet for full self-driving autonomy like Tesla, but the ADAS tech in the Ocean will provide a very advanced and convenient experience. In other updates, Fisker expanded on their vision for over-the-air software updates. They want to enable new capabilities, performance improvements, and added features over time. No need to visit a service center. For example, one future upgrade Fisker hinted at is using the side-facing exterior cameras to project a live video when changing lanes, taking blind spots out of the equation. Very cool. With constant OTA updates and connectivity, vehicles will stay fresh and adaptive. Fisker is taking cues from the software industry to reimagine the customer experience. I'm impressed by how much tech is packed into the Ocean SUV. As a startup, Fisker seems to be on the cutting edge, which bodes well for their chances. Exciting times in the EV race. Let me know if you want me to dive into any other aspects. One innovative feature that sets them apart is the unique solar roof option that can provide extra miles of range from sunlight. Fisker just revealed more details on how this works. The solar roof is made up of over 700 individual solar tiles integrated with the glass. It taps into silicon technology used for solar farms to maximize efficiency. This roof can generate up to 1,500 clean watt-hours per day or over 7,000 watt-hours per week. That translates to 2,000 free and sustainable miles over the course of a year for owners. To showcase the potential, Fisker displayed a vehicle that crossed the country from LA to NYC using only the solar roof to charge. That's some seriously cool and eco-friendly tech.